Guys, and welcome to my channel, and today we are doing the final episode, or the final part in this series of the, what's it called? The castle, the renovated castle of Simbi. So, if you haven't already, I do suggest you go back and watch parts 1 and 2. The 1 is the entire build, part 2 is furnishing the downstairs, and so part 3 is doing the upstairs, and any last minute things we needed to do. Plus, it has the tour at the end of this video. So this is actually going to end up being a sauna here because the room attached to it I'm actually turning into a gym. I originally had the idea to actually do a bedroom here, but I decided against it since we already had so many different bedrooms. I was like, you know what, let's just do an actual gym. Since it's supposed to be a renovated castle, we would have maybe some different kinds of items, maybe have the place be a little bit of renovated, and make it look real nice. So that would be the entire gym, and since we needed it in like a shower upstairs, I wanted to do like like their own private shower upstairs with it, so this way they don't have to go downstairs, they don't have to go back to their bedroom. It's right here, they don't have to go far. And then of course have the sauna, have a massage chair here, so this way they can just kind of use this as kind of like a place of wellness is the way that I kind of saw it. And right next door to the gym will be the toddler room, which you'll end up seeing. I ended up putting in more of these little mini lights. And so since this is a toddler's room, I thought maybe like a little toddler girl would be staying here. So there's lots of decorations, lots of kids stuff. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It'd be great if I had toddler stuff in my game. I actually don't, but that's okay. I ended up going on one of the pages I'm on for The Sims 4, ended up finding out that it doesn't really matter anyway because it didn't have a whole lot of actual build items. It was mostly like clothing. And I'm like, okay, while they may need extra clothing, because I actually haven't played with toddlers in The Sims 4 yet. I've watched a whole bunch of other people do it, but I just haven't quite done it just yet. But in there, I haven't really seen like what the difference is, so I mean, I'd be really disappointed if there was like no real buy items or build items because I'm not really into clothes for Sims, but I'm not really a clothes person as it is anyway. But we ended up doing that as a toddler girl's room. We ended up putting those rugs in just to make sure nobody falls and slips in there. In the gym, I originally did want the shower in that little corner, but I decided against it. I decided that'd be better used for the sinks because anything else on the diagonal wall probably would have looked a little weird. So I ended up putting another one of those little cabinets in for the toddler girl's room. And so this room could, of course, always be upgraded. When she's a child or a teen, it can be renovated, have the toddler bed taken out, put a real bed in there, and that kind of stuff. So here we are, we're just kind of putting some lights around the place because I got tired of looking at the place and it having to be really, really dark. It was dark all the freaking time. So, this is one of the half baths that are upstairs. Again, it's just another basic, generic half bath. So this way, you don't have to go downstairs to go use one of those, or you don't have to go all the way across the other end of the house. So, and this is where I end up putting in all those little lights, so this way the place is actually quite bright, because it was so dark. Like, even with how many windows I put in, it was so dark. And let's see, what do we end up... Oh, we end up doing the living room next. This is going to be more like a theater area. So there's a big old TV, there's a bunch of couches, lots of movie posters. I then discovered I didn't have the popcorn machine, so I wanted to put some counters in for the popcorn machine, and I was like, oh man, I don't have that. And then I realized I forgot all about curtains upstairs, so I ended up putting in the curtains upstairs finally. And again, we're just pretending these are the ones that you can draw all the way across instead of having individual curtains on each window, because I despise that, because then it blocks out all the light that you literally just spent all that time putting windows in, so this way you can have light in your house. So this is actually going to be the master king's quarters bathroom. So yes, it's got a hot tub. I saw it and I'm like, I went into the tubs and I was like, yes, we need a hot tub. So it has a full, it actually still has all the other pieces you need. It's got his and her sinks. It's got a stereo in there. It's got a bunch of candles and stuff. This way it's kind of nice and maybe romantic if that's how you really want to go with it. And then of course it's got the shower tub combo and of course the toilet. So, and I ended up raising up those candles just so they could sit right there on the edge of the hot tub. And then I thought about putting one of those breakfast ones right there above the hot tub, but I was like, no, we won't do that. I ended up doing that somewhere else anyway. Kind of to be a little play on where I end up putting it. So I ended up putting some nice artwork on the walls. And this is going to be the wardrobe for the king's quarters. I ended up creating my own little vanity here. So it'll have a mirror, it has the table, and then it also will have a chair. This way it's a custom vanity for the house. It doesn't look like something that just came pre-made out of the game, and that's actually one of my favorite things out of this entire build, and I wish I was making that up. Is this cute little vanity thing here. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the entire game. And I'm putting a little plush ottoman in there so they can have a place to sit when they're getting ready. And so, like I said, I ended up doing this as like a king's quarter. So it also features a kitchenette, a little baby dining area, and then it also has a TV and a TV stand. So it's got a lot more to it than all the other bedrooms. And I wanted it that way. I wanted it to be kind of more like almost like a studio apartment. So I guess you could even like pretend that like you had like roommates for your Sims and that they were the ones staying there. So this is where we're putting in the little kitchenette. It's going to be right outside the door. We do not end up putting in a stove. I just have the microwave there and a coffee pot. Because like I said, it's just a little kitchenette. It's not designed to hold everything and everyone in there. There is a full-size kitchen in this place, and it's not full-size. It's giganto-size. Let's be honest here. So we end up putting in those cute like little candle lights next to the little dining area. And then this is where we're going to put in the little living space for the kitchen or for the king's quarters. And I kept struggling to find out what I was going to put here. So I ended up putting in a couple of little skill building items. This way it didn't look quite so empty. And I wanted it to be almost like it was a functioning apartment. I wanted to go with that blue rug at first, and then I changed my mind and I was like, no, we won't do that. And I wanted this fountain in there, but I'm like, it's going to be on carpet. That's probably going to be really messy. That's probably a really bad idea. So, oh my goodness. I need to stop yawning. I ended up putting in this beautiful stone, though. I ended up putting some nice, cute little decor items on it. And what else do I even end up putting? Oh, I ended up putting a fruit bowl on it, really. To be fair, I was running out of stuff. I had already put up so much stuff in this place. It started to feel like I put up one of everything. So this is kind of like an office-ish area for the king's area, the king's quarters area. It's got its own private desk. It has a view out into the courtyard, which is also beautiful. I was trying to decide what I wanted to tackle next, so I decided to put up some decor items and stuff in here. And those tables really came in handy. Those tables are actually from bowling night stuff, and I thought it worked perfectly because the way I wanted the couches angled, they worked out amazing. And let's see, what else oh yeah, I also ended up putting a massage table in there. I'm telling you, I don't even remember everything I put in there. I put in so much stuff in this place. And then there's also a couple of computers here, so in case somebody else needs to use a computer, they're right there. They don't have to go far. There's a Roomba upstairs, and there is one downstairs as well, since I don't think they can travel upstairs anyway. And let's see. So I ended up putting some nice decor items on these not coffee tables. Oh my goodness, I can't speak today. On these computer desks. Like, I know, that wasn't even anywhere close. That's when I decided to, because I kept seeing all the movie posters, like, you know what, this would be great over in the other living room with the big old TV. So I ended up putting posters everywhere. Put in a little statue there. And then, let's see, what else do we end up doing? Oh yeah, this is where I'm trying to find out if I have the popcorn machine. Then I ended up finding out I don't, but I did end up putting an ice cream machine there, and there's also a thing there to make drinks as well. And of course, I did not forget the trash can in the king's quarters, and there is also a trash can in the kitchen too. I actually thought about that before I oh my goodness, excuse me, before I ended up exiting out. I ended up putting that fountain there because I really wanted that fountain, but I didn't know where to put it, so I put it on the other side of that wall. I thought it looked really nice there. And here's those breakfast plates. I wanted some of this artwork, but it all got too big. So that's the only piece of artwork I could really fit on there with how big everything was. And so I realized we didn't really have like an actual like get together spot. So that's what this area ends up turning into. It ends up turning into a little conversation area. So this way they can just have like come up here, just talk and maybe catch up about what's going on. And I end up putting a little piano there in the back corner because I need something to kind of fill that space. And I figured that fit perfectly because this is going to be the last bathroom we end up putting in, I believe. I think. Oh no, there's still one more bedroom to go. Maybe. I'm telling you, this took me 6 hours, so it took a long time. Oh yeah, and then this is the last bedroom that ends up going in. This is kind of what I would see more as a teenager or a young adult that's maybe just starting out in life and is kind of just partying it up and enjoying the life as it is. They're very bright. They're very out there and strange. So they like a lot of color. They like, I mean, not that it's strange to like color, but so I ended up choosing a little bit more different colors for this one. I thought that would look really nice. Just kind of have a room that's a little bit more fun. Since we have a neutral downstairs, the butler's quarters is really dark. And have that neutral guest bath bedroom. That's what I was talking about. And then I have these nice tall standing lights. They also end up getting their own little bar area inside the bedroom, mostly because I started running out of stuff to fill the area with. So, and I figured maybe they would also have been like a pet lover upstairs. So I guess there's a couple of pets items, but not much. So, and of course, got all those lights hanging up on the walls. And I really like that coffee table. I wanted to find a place to put that coffee table. So I was like, you know what, we're putting it right here. And here we are, we're designing the last bathroom here, finally. The last full bathroom anyway. End up doing that, the mirrors, full-length mirrors all the way front to back. And I thought, we have enough space for it, so I decided to put a tub and shower separate. And then I decided to also build up some like 3/4 walls, like the ones that we used over in the living area, which I totally also forgot to move that towel rack before I uploaded it. But I decided to do this like little 3/4 wall to kind of section off the toilet itself, give it its kind of own privacy and private area. So I believe that ends up being it. I think we end up doing some more stuff up on the 3rd story here. Because I was just putting in some like last minute plants and stuff. I was just kind of like looking at some of the stuff that we had available to us. And let's see, do we go upstairs now? Oh yeah, we're changing the name. That's right, Renovated Castle Asimbi. That's what it's actually called on the gallery. So, in case you want to find it. And I thought that the upstairs here, I thought this just looked way too plain. So I ended up moving in some more stuff. There's now a basketball hoop. I took down those horses. I kept looking at them, and every time I saw them in the preview picture, I'm like, no, we're not doing this. There's a couple of gardening plots upstairs. There's a little area to have a bonfire. Basketball hoops, some places for the kids to have some fun. And then, let's see, what else? Oh, I ended up putting in these nice big lights, so this way it's all bright upstairs, and they don't have to worry about like tripping over anything. At least I'd hope not. But anyway, we're going to go right into the tour here. So this is where you end up going in the front area. And so this is what the front of the yard looks like. Got the big old trees, got lots of, you can see all the trees up there. All the plants out front to kind of make it look a little bit more alive. And like I said, then we did those plaques there. This way it kind of looked like maybe it gave like some history about the castle. Some old keys. So here you're actually getting to see the courtyard at night, which I absolutely end up loving. I love this little courtyard. I think I'm going to have to maybe do like a courtyard downstairs one time and then just build a house up on top of it. That'd be beautiful too. So anyway, so we kind of go into the foyer here. So this is the entire foyer. It's got a place for you to hang up your jackets, put your boots down. It's got like a little pantry area for the kitchen. And then if you go to the right, you'll end up going into the first living spaces. There's a dartboard, a little grandfather clock. There's our little Roomba for downstairs. It's got lots of board games and stuff for a place that's like really family oriented. Lots of electronics for entertaining. And then downstairs we have the study area here with a couple little comfy ottomans and then the bookcases. And if you're wondering what that little black squares are, I have no idea why they just popped up in the game. It's a glitch with the archways. So this is kind of like the the guest bedroom, I guess you could say. So, and then this ends up being the guest bathroom. Lots of space in here. Kind of got nice little decorations there on the countertops. And of course, it's supposed to be more like a Zen room, so it's also got a tea maker. This is like a boy's bedroom here. So it's got like all the protein powders, it's got the bed, it's got the flip-flop lights. He's, like I said, it's into sports, into music, all that kind of stuff. So it's got a little combination of both. And then of course we come into here, and this is the bathroom. This is the ensuite for that one. And of course has its a cute little mirror there. And then we're going to go all the way back. We're going to go back to the dining area. And then we're also going to be taking a little tour around the kitchen, the reading nook, and then the two other bedrooms on the other side. But this is where you would come out. You would use the little picnic table here. You could get this beautiful view right inside the courtyard. And of course, there's plenty of seating for 10. So, like I said, lots of little decorations, maybe stuff they haven't put away yet. But lots of countertops, lots of space, lots of stuff for everybody. Then we go into the little half bath here, which I realized I forgot to put a light in. So if you do download this, you won't want to forget to put another light in here. And then here's the little reading nook, little reading area. And then the butler's room is there on the left, which we will be going in first. And then there will be the girls' room on the right. Like I said, it's a little dark, so this way it's kind of a little bit more neutral. So this way, maybe if you have a butler coming in, you can kind of personalize it to them. Or if you want to use it as another guest bedroom, if you don't have vintage glamour stuff, that's fine. It's just kind of supposed to be more like a neutral area for you to do with it whatever you want. And then this is where we go into the little girls' room. Lots of pinks, lots of purples. I had a blast making this room. You can kind of see like the family outside. I did not mean to plant them right in front of a window, but so here's the girls' bathroom. So she's got a full-size bathroom, and then there's all the toys and little knickknacks up top on those shelves, and then we're gonna go right on upstairs. And we will go immediately into the king's quarters, so you can kind of take a look at that and see how that looks. Which I just end up absolutely loving. It's one of my favorite rooms of the entire house. If you just want just this room, let me know. I'll upload that to the gallery. Then we end up going into the little wardrobe area, getting ready area. Of course, that little vanity table, which I told you is one of my favorites. And I really like all the furniture we ended up putting in there. I'm so excited for them that they have a hot tub. I'm not joking. I wish my house was big enough to have a hot tub in my bathroom. Oh, that'd be beautiful. But It's not. So this ended up being one of the longest tours I've ever done. I think the tour ended up being like 10 minutes, and that was with me like speeding through some of the areas. So then this is where you walk out, and then this is one of the half baths that are upstairs. The little computer area over there. This also leads to the stairs that go up to the third floor, but we'll explore that here in just a minute. So this is going to be the toddler's room. Like I said, I wanted it separated from the parents' bedroom, so or from the other kids' bedrooms. This way, they kind of have like their own space. And since it is just a toddler now, I didn't put too many decorations in here. This way, they can kind of like find out who they are and then decorate it their own way. Then we go into the gym area or wellness area, whatever you want to call it, and then of course the sauna. Big long hallway. I just didn't have any idea what else to do with this hallway, so it just kind of ended up being a little plain. But here is the full-size bathroom upstairs. This way they can take a shower after going to their little gym area. There's that corner there, so in case you want to put anything there specifically, you can. And then, of course, we have the bubble blower and the foosball table, the collector's area. And then this is kind of like their movie living room, so they can watch movies, they can play games, they can... There's another aquarium here. And, of course, they can also get a massage, because, well, they're rich. They bought a renovated castle. Come on. That was my justification for it. So this is the little seating area here, and then we will go into this half bath. So you can kind of see what that looks like. And then, oh yeah, and then the last bedroom over here. This bedroom's a bit more separated from everybody else, but like I said, and then there's that toilet. It's got its own little private area, and then big counters. Maybe it's like a son and daughter-in-law like moved in or something, and then of course we end up going upstairs. So we end up going through these doors over here on the right. And then there's also another set of doors over there on the left as well, which plop you just outside of the king's quarters. So I end up just kind of flying through this area, just kind of like a brief overview. There's a little bar table. There is the hot tub. And then this is the kitchen for the outdoor grill area. I was trying to figure out why I was flying through so much faster than I was before, but those stairs there lead you just outside to the king's quarters, and then there's another little seating area out here. You can check out these magnificent views from up top. Got lots of plants up here. And then, of course, you can see down into the courtyard. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And, of course, I think that about wraps it up. So, go ahead and leave your feedback, your comments, and your suggestions all down below. My social media is in that description box. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified when I upload new videos just like this, like my speed builds, my Get to Work series, or my Wags to Riches. Anyway, thanks for watching, and you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye, guys!